According to Dr. Namir Kakota of the Keck School of USC, 60% of Americans are classified as overweight and 1 in 4 as obese. The percent of overweight and obese American college students increased from 27% in fall 2008 to nearly 30% in fall 2013, according to the American College Health Association. Being overweight or obese can have a serious impact on health. A body failing to operate at peak efficiency is going to spend energy trying to repair itself rather than providing appropriate energy and nutrients so that the brain and body can operate effectively. Carrying extra fat leads to serious health consequences such as cardiovascular disease, mainly in the form of heart disease and stroke, type 2 diabetes, musculoskeletal disorders like osteoarthritis, and some cancers, including breast and colon cancers. These conditions cause premature death and a lot of disability. Also, many of these conditions cause long-term suffering for individuals and families. In addition, the cost for healthcare system can be extremely high. The good news is that being overweight or obese are largely preventable. The key to success is to achieve an energy balance between calories consumed on one hand and calories used on the other hand. To reach this goal, dieters limit energy intake from total fats and shift fat consumption away from saturated fats to unsaturated fats. Increase consumption of fruit and vegetables, as well as legumes, whole grains, and nuts, and limit the intake of sugars. To increase calories used, boost levels of physical activity to at least 30 minutes of regular, moderate intensity activity on most days. Even though obesity can be deadly, the good news is that you don't need a doctor to start fixing the problem.
Obesity will shorten your life. It's known that it will shorten your life about 10 years if you have a BMI above 45. Because of the incidence of diabetes that has an impact on your arteries, has an impact on your kidneys. The second impact is on your heart. The heart has to pump more to be able to sustain this weight. The third impact is on your joints. You will have arthritis. So all these diseases are very important, and they constitute what we call a metabolic syndrome.
Many people place the blame of their obesity on the genetic makeup they were born with. Although this constitutes for some cases of obesity, unhealthy eating habits certainly contribute to the more common and often extreme cases.
The effects of obesity on the DNA is not very well known, but we know that you can be born in a family of obese, and the incidence of familial obesity is about 20%. So 80% is the environment, pretty much what you eat, and 20% are the genes that you're born with.
Many people never quite recognize what problems arise from obesity. Potentially deadly conditions can come from not treating obesity early. Nearly 200,000 people under the age of 20 suffer from type 2 diabetes, which is caused by obesity and physical inactivity. Pancreatic, kidney, and thyroid cancers all stem from obesity as well. In addition, with the cardiovascular system being greatly affected by obesity and unhealthy behaviors, the onset of high blood pressure can occur at a young age. This reality is never fully realized as harmful to one's overall health, but rather just a question of personal discipline and self-control. Obesity is also just the result of just how many people live their lives.
Obesity is becoming an epidemic in large because of technology and more sedentary jobs. People are doing less activity and they're sitting around more. A lot of our jobs require us to be in front of computers. With the increase of video games and other technologies, we aren't as active.
It's also not just the fault of video games and computers, but rather where they fit into our lives. These correlations come as no surprise as contributing factors to the health and well-being of Americans. Over 1/3 of the country is overweight, and in California alone, 1 out of every 4 people are obese. Doctors say that one of the main causes of obesity in the U.S. are poor food choices. Restaurants serve unreasonably large portions of processed foods, and that food is often high in calories and low in nutrition. The 8-ounce Big Mac at McDonald's, for example, weighs in at 550 calories, half of which are from fat. Most physicians say prevention is key in fighting obesity, and that teaching young people about healthy eating habits and increasing their daily exercise promotes a healthy lifestyle. One other helpful tip: if it has eyes, a heart, or doesn't grow out of the ground, avoid eating the product. People struggling with obesity should seek help from a doctor, a nutritionist, and spend time researching healthy eating habits. For more information on prevention or treatment, go to cdc.gov. This is Robert Troji reporting for Eagle Eye Views, Who I Am, Student Life Today.